an important discovery on Mars would be if, what would be found? The Curiosity rover, almost every time it photographs a landscape on the planet Mars, it has something amazing to show us. Most of the images sent us hiding secrets of unknown civilizations that once lived there. Let's remember what thought the Atlantean. The Emerald tablets write of the fact that, yes, there was an atmosphere on Mars similar to that of Earth, and that one of the generals that was exiled from Atlantis was exiled in this place on Mars, and he was buried after he died, under a face on Mars, and his entourage of generals were buried next to him under pyramids. Isn't that something? Doesn't that remind us of Sidonia, face and pyramids? And I have a playlist of the Emerald tablets for you to listen to as you're going around business or driving, doing your housework. It's very interesting, the philosophy and technology they had, and also what he says about Mars. So this time we have a fantastic discovery that comes from the original NASA photography given to us. Raw as it is, we see nothing more than mountains and hills behind a misty landscape that spreads out behind a large desert. But things are not exactly like that. According to the analysis and magnification provided, the important discovery is hidden among the hilltops. Actually, the top of the hill is missing, but that could be random due to various geological effects. However, these phenomena could not shape a piece of land in such a particular and specific way that looks like the walls of a fortress and a courtyard inside. Now, the ruins on Mars, what we see in the enlarged image, could have been a square tank or the ruins foundation of a huge building or a palace. In fact, with a closer look, we may see reinforced walls in the front that probably surround this strange structure, which could be the high walls of an ancient city. In the upper corner, the right corner of the square structure, we see that there is a road or a wall that continues uphill. Okay, there's a road that continues uphill behind that structure there, around the 2 o'clock position. Also, in the lower left corner of the image, something else stands out, something we could describe as an uphill ramp or a platform. If in fact we had the certainty that when the rover took the photo it was not leaning crookedly due to uneven terrain, then very likely the inclination of the photo would have been different, and therefore the platform would have been horizontal and not uphill. The same, of course, applies with the entire structure. So in this case, the platform could even be characterized as a stadium, while the walls could surround the reservoir or a city. So among many other structures with characteristics of buildings or even pyramids, what we could see could be very important archaeological discovery on Mars if NASA and the various competing agencies paid the required attention and studied their findings with the same zeal with which they are studied by independent private researchers, are amateurs, most of them, whom they disparage as UFO hunters, but remain silent in the face of their discoveries, which they cannot limit to the limits that they have set. So how is it that such a special structure exists among the hills of Mars? Could it be a formation made by the nature of the surface of Mars? Or was it perhaps made by some intelligent being or beings? Who and why built these structures among the hills? So I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box.